Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unit 12 Moving Around. As you see here, we're going to have a little reading about a school that offer courses around the world. So, the benefits of studying abroad says. So, can you think, or what are the benefits of studying abroad? Are you interested in moving to a different city or learning a different language? Well, here we have this reading. So we're gonna read this website. Choose three benefits of studying language abroad that you feel are the most important. So you can write me down once that we read this text. Pull me on the comments. Write down the comments. What are you interested in? So okay, we have opening doors to the world. Study abroad with Language Travelers Institute. Consider enrolling in one of LTI's affordable programs of language study abroad. Then imagine yourself by the end of next year. So you will complete these aims or these objectives. You will have been studying your chosen language for 12 months. You will have been interacting with people from other cultures, which will have changed the way you view the world. So that's pretty cool, no? You choose your favorite language, and then you will be studying it, and of course, make improvements, and also the opportunity to learn about other cultures. No, that's pretty interesting. When once that you move abroad, you will have been living in a fascinating foreign land. Yes, getting around, knowing the culture, and you like over 90% of LTI's former students by this time next year, your self confidence will have increased. Your commitment to language study will have gotten stronger, and you will have made many fascinating new friends. That's pretty cool. No, making friends around the world, sharing your culture. So, can you post me here? What are your benefits, or what are like the main objectives or the main yes, your aims for learning languages? So I don't know if you are currently learning English. Well, you are studying English, but I don't. Besides that, you're studying other languages like Portuguese, Italian, Spanish, others, right? So post me here below what are the languages you are interested in. Then we have this vocabulary and speaking activity. The collocation is something that's often here in this language. We have here about, in, of, to, and with. Yes, to better see them about, in, of, to, with. They might or they must have to go with the next expressions that you see below. So let's gonna check them all. Okay. So then we have anxious to, we have be excited about, then be scared of, be scared about, be familiar with, become aware of, get accustomed to, look forward to, participate in, take advantage of, and that it. So, what challenges do people face when they live or study abroad? So, you can post here what are those challenges. Now, here in the example says sometimes people are scared of starting a new job abroad because they aren't familiar. So, getting excited, no? You are excited because you have the opportunity to learn about the culture, meet other people. Probably you might feel scared, no? Because you don't know about the cultures, or you feel unfamiliar, no? You feel familiar or unfamiliar, no? There are many people who are very nice, and you can feel like familiar with them. You are familiar, and the way that you can meet each other pretty well without problem. Become aware uh, of the different aspects. Even though that we speak, for example, in Mexico we speak Spanish, even though that we speak the same language as in Peru, Colombia, and other Latin countries, there are many, differences, no? Especially in the customs, and get accustomed to a different way of living, no? So it's like visiting another country is completely another culture, and look forward to new friends, no? So making new friends, it's something really cool, sharing your culture to other people, as well participating. There are, for example, if you visit, you have the opportunity to visit Colombia. There are many, how can I say, conversation clubs. Not even from Spanish. There are people from different parts of the world, especially in Medellin, and then you can share about your culture and teach others and learn about other mates pen pals there, and take advantage of learning, no, learning languages. Now it's like an opportunity to, it's like a gate where you can get many opportunities, and not even just learning English, other languages too. So it's like a key, or it's like a big gate for everyone, not to proficiency, or like getting better jobs. So don't hesitate. Once that you learn one language, continue with another one. Okay, well, we have a vocabulary practice. This vocabulary practice, we have here the next reading. Okay, first I'm gonna read the next letter from Jill to Henry, and then this is what Henry said. I heard that you're moving to Tokyo soon to teach English. That's something we're gonna use the words we had the collocations. Be excited about, says. Then I remember that when I moved to Buenos Aires last year, it took a while to, then we have get accustomed to, look forward to a new culture. Then I had to learn about the way people do business, make friends, and have fun. Luckily, I can speak Spanish, uh, so I was able to be familiar with, to participate in meetings and conversations. I wanted to take advantage of, be aware of cultural events, so I attended concerts, saw plays, and even learned to play guitar from an Argentinian musician. My advice is to keep open mind and give yourself time to adjust to, take advantage of your new home, and don't be scared of, become aware of trying new things. I am familiar with, look forward to hearing about your adventures in Japan. Henry. Now let's gonna try to do it by yourself, and we're gonna check our answers. So here you go. So number one, we have be excited about. Second, get accustomed to. Then we have participate in. So we have participate in meetings and conversations. Get accustomed to a new culture. Now, when you move abroad, you have to get accustomed to other cultures now. So it's not like moving from Argentina, even from Mexico. That's a completely culture. Then also we have take advantage of. Take advantage of cultural events. So I attended concerts, saw plays, and even learned to play guitar from an Argentinian musician. Then adjust to. Number five, my advice is to keep open mind and give yourself time to adjust to your new home. No. Then next, adjust to, be scared of. We have and don't be scared of trying new things. No. So that's actually those advices are pretty good. Then we have look forward to. This is the next. So now we will see the grammar. This is the grammar. Future perfect. We have the future perfect and future perfect continuous. So let's see the next examples. So we use the future perfect to emphasize that something will be completed or achieved by a particular point in the future. By this time next year, your self-confidence will have increased. Okay, so if we note here, we have this expression, by this time next year, your self-confidence will have increased. What do we need to make the present perfect? Because it's a tense form, we have to use the auxiliary have, and then it's like the verb in past participle. So you have here now, by this time next year, your self-confidence will have increased. Then we have here these examples. Well, Use the future perfect continuous to emphasize the duration of an activity in progress at a particular point in the future. By the end of next year, you will have been studying your chosen language for 12 months. So here you have now the future perfect continuous. For the future perfect continuous, we need to have, well, we use the modal and auxiliary verb will for both. So will, then have been, because that's the continuous form, no? So it's continuous. So it is continuous. We have to put the verb to be parallel of the tense that we are describing. That's perfect tense, right? So the perfect tense, that's why, the verb to be turns to been for the past participle form, right? And then the main verb ends with the ing. This is my main verb. And this will, it's a modal verb. That's a modal verb feature. So by the end of next year, you will have been studying your chosen language for 12 months. So here you go. Now we're gonna look to the next statements. These sentences about June's year abroad all have mistakes. Correct the mistakes using the future with will, the future perfect, or the future perfect continuous. Then compare answers with a partner. So the continuous form in English is used to express an activity that is temporal. So we have to check that if it's referring in particular moment, in this case in the future. If it's that, if it's say yes, we have to put the right tense, no? So we have here the future perfect and future perfect continuous. Let's gonna try to look the next example. By this time tomorrow, it says June, no, will travel for 20 hours. June will have been traveling for 20 hours. Then, by the end of next week, he will have been receiving his student ID card and register for classes. So in this case, by the end of next year, he will have received his student's ID card register for classes. Then we're gonna look here, we'll have received, no? So we have received. So during this time, he will have been receiving his student ID card and register for classes? No, because it's something, this is ongoing action, but it's not. So we are determining the time of the next week that he will receive his ID and he will be registered too. Then he'll be going out more after a few weeks because he will be more familiar with the city. Here are the mistakes in the number 3. He'll be going out more after a few weeks because he will have been more familiar with the city. Been. So this is he will be more familiar with the city. And then number 4. After studying English for a few months, he will feel more confident about speaking to people. He will have felt more confident about speaking to people? No. Then number 5, by this time next year, his younger sister will have visited him once or twice when she is older. She probably will want to study abroad too. And the number 6, I'm sure he will have changed a lot by the time he comes back to Korea. Okay, he will change. I'm sure he will change a lot by the time he comes to Korea. He will have changed a lot by the time he comes back to Korea. Okay, and to have more practice, we're gonna go to the Grammar Plus. So, future perfect and future perfect continuous. When using the future perfect or future perfect continuous, the particular point in the future is often referred to in another part of the sentence. So here we have these expressions. By this time next year, your commitment to language study is going to have gotten stronger. On August 1st, I will have been living overseas for 6 months. After a few months, you're going to have made real progress with English. Before next spring, he will have finished most of his coursework. By the time you arrive in New York, Marisa will have already received the package you sent. And when the van arrives, I will have been packing for 2 days, and I probably won't have finished. And afterwards, we have before I leave for Paris, I will already have sold my house and put my things in storage. After I finish this, I will have completed everything on my to-do list. Okay? Well, here we have another exercise. If you want to try it, you can pause the video right here in this moment, and then you will try to check out your answers with me. So, we're going to underline the words in each sentence that refers to a point in the future. So, let's go and identify them. Okay? So, you can pause the video. Okay, you can pause the video right here, and then you will check them along with me. Alright, now let's see. So by the spring, that's the expression, by the spring, Nate will have visited dozen different countries. And then the other expression that we have, it's when the end of the week arrives, I will have written for exams. So I'm gonna just underline the expression right here with color blue. When the end of the week arrives, I will have writing for exams. Then the next one, before long, I have been working on this puzzle for an hour. It's impossible, says. Alright, here we are identifying those expressions that are related about future. Before long. Afterwards, we have I can't believe he's still sleeping. At 11, he'll have been sleeping for 12 hours. In this case, I can't believe he is still sleeping. So I have here my time expression. Remember that hours can be used to express the time. So we are regarding this hour like it's in future. Probably we are in the morning, no? Like 8 a.m. probably, and it's getting like 11. No, he'll have been sleeping for 12 hours. So the time, no sleeping. Then the next one, when she leaves the house, she'll have had 6 cups of coffee. So in this time, we are analyzing the time that she left her house. So that's the determinator of the time. So when she leaves the house, she'll have had 6 cups of coffee. And if it continues on Tuesday, it will have been raining for 3 weeks. Alright, another determinator of the time are the days. In this case, on Tuesday, it will have been raining for 3 weeks. Then after I stop working, that's my other determinator phrase, the time. This one is pointing in future. I will have painted 3 of the rooms in my house. And then by the time, that's expression, by the time the plane lands, we will have been in the air for 7 hours. There you go. Now we will continue to the next activity. It says complete the sentence with the future perfect or the future perfect continuous form of the verb in parentheses. So let's gonna try it. By the end of class, I will have learned about the future perfect tense. Okay, so we are using this tense to express something that will be finished or fulfilled after the expressions or the time expressions in future. No, so these sentences are related to about future. Okay, let's go and check. By this time, you can pause the video, and afterwards you can check your answers and compare them. All right, so let's see. By the year 2030, I then says I will have been working or I will have worked. What is the difference between I will have been working? So it means that the activity continues or it's ongoing. I will have worked, so by that time I will have worked for several years, no? So like for many years. Then before she study, then we have here Sue will have made her first $1,000,000, no? So the determinative of the time here is before she study. Then maybe she's a very profitable woman, and maybe she has a big business. At the end of his trip, Seth then 4 different countries. So that will be Zed will have visited. We have visited 4 different countries. Then after I finish this book, I will have read. That's a past participle pronunciation of verb read. I will have read all the titles you recommended. And then the 6 by 11, that's the future. Then how long will Dan have been watching TV? And number 7, when I finish college, I will have been in school for 16 years. And pretty soon, that's 8, I will have been waiting or I will have waited for her for an hour. I'm getting annoyed. And then the next one, number 9, we're late. By the time we get there, they will have finished dinner. And number 10, on Friday of this week, Kara will have been traveling for 2 months. And that's it. So you can compare them. I will also provide you these pages and you can download them in the description, one of the descriptions. And well, here you go. This is the distance are the future perfect and future perfect continuous. They are used to express activities that will take off in future, no, that will be finished in the future. And there are many perfect tenses. So actually, there's another like parallel structure or section, no, of the perfect tenses, like present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. So that would be pretty much it for Unit 12. You can post here in the comments what would you like to do with the language now that you learn. You can write down your goals of learning languages. That's important if you are students of, well, basically in English or probably in other languages. So you can post your aims. Or what will you have done after finishing learning these languages? Probably after finishing learning English, you will have started other languages, or you will have studied, trying other languages, or maybe an internship. Who knows? So I hope that you have a wonderful day and see you soon. Take care.